Now, Linda, I know you were not a driver, but
I was not.
I think you've experienced a few ride-alongs, correct?
I have.
Would you like to tell those audience a little bit about what you've experienced?
I've done a couple of them, but I'd like to talk about one in particular. I had the pleasure of going with a driving associate by the name of Sue Hoagland, who, gosh, she's been with the company for a long time and held many, many, many jobs within the company.
I know Sue. What a great driver. Oh, yeah.
I agree. She was. I had the honor of actually sharing her truck. She took me, we went to Vegas through a ride-along. We picked up a load from Arizona. We went to Vegas. She spent the night in the hotel room, and then I stayed in the truck. And it was quite the experience for sure, just seeing what life is living in the truck. I mean, it's kind of small, and she enjoyed the hotel, although she did tell me the next morning, kind of missed my truck. So, but I was thankful she at least gave me the opportunity to do that, and I got to share a lot of stories there with her, and quite the experience. And we did film that video. You can watch it on YouTube. There was one particular customer who was just so rude. And Sue, bless her heart, a much better person than me, because that lady in that place, I just wanted to shake her and slap her and tell her, you realize you have a job because Sue is here? Like, if Sue wasn't here, you wouldn't have a job. And then I wanted to tell her, I think you missed your calling. The DMV is hiring. They love grumpy people. You shouldn't be here.
DMV, if you're listening, we're sorry.
But I'm just saying, like, it was terrible. In the video, if you watch it, I get up and walk out because I couldn't hold my tongue, and Sue didn't. Sue stood there and smiled the entire time. And I said, Sue, how do you deal with that? And she goes, you just got to be the bigger and better person. And I said, well, Sue, I failed.
She was she was so skilled and a professional at what she did that she actually taught a lot of new drivers coming into the industry on how to be successful.
She did.
An advocate on the road.
She did. Unfortunately, I don't know that I can do that.
Yeah, I heard the news last week that Sue had passed away.
She did.
And so we paid tribute to her. She was a consummate professional and a great human being to be around.
She was. God, I'm so thankful for the opportunity to really share and experience Sue.
Yep. Well, we will long remember her. She left an impact on not only our company, but
the industry.
Us.
Yeah, for sure.
Us as a person. So
all I can say is, hey, in that video, she showed me coffee. So I'm not a big coffee drinker. She taught me two things. Well, she taught me a lot, but two things that I want to mention. And as viewers, you guys can help honor Sue. She told me, just like truckers, they know the best food and the best coffee, always have. And she said, Linda, she goes, we got to stop by the Pilot. Pilot's got good coffee. And I'm like, I don't really want any coffee, but okay, yeah, stop by the Pilot, I'm game. So I got a small coffee. Boy, was that a mistake. I told her, Sue, this is good coffee. She goes, I know. I said, find the next Pilot. I need another cup of coffee. And so I got the big one. So now I know every time that I'm out over the road, we're going to stop by the Pilot and get the coffee.
In honor of Sue.
In honor of Sue. Well, then she tells me that the Flying J, the PJ Fresh, now it's Pilot Flying J, has the best meatloaf. I'm like, that's pushing it. That's pushing it. But I'll give it a shot. So we're in Atlanta. And my husband, like I said, was from Georgia. When you land in Atlanta, you got to drive to Dublin. And my husband says, hey, you hungry? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, where do you want to go? I said, let's stop at the Pilot. Well, he's accustomed to having to stop at Love's and Pilot and TA because I'm looking for our drivers. And so he says, okay. So we pull over, and as we pull up there, and so he's used to me going in, trying to find the drivers, don't find the driver. And he says, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to order the meatloaf. And he goes, you're going to do what? And I said, I'm going to order the meatloaf. You get something else, because we're going to all get, it comes with 2 vegetables. It comes with a meat. I said, you get, a different plate so that we can try it. I want to try all of this. And he's like, you've got to be kidding me, Linda. And I'm like, no, Sue said that it was good. The coffee was good. I mean, I got to try the meatloaf. And he's like, all right. Bless his heart, because Lord have mercy. I put him through the ringer.
It sounds to me like Linda and Sue had to have some open appointment windows because Linda wanted coffee and meatloaf at every truck stop. They wouldn't get no miles.
Exactly.
It was fantastic. It was absolutely the best meatloaf. And then the next time we go, he didn't even ask. He automatically pulled into there. And this time he got meatloaf too. Because when we tried the baked chicken, there was oh my gosh, it was good. Like literally they're just cooking it right there in the kitchen. Like mama is in the kitchen cooking that stuff, bringing it out to the thing. And it's a huge helping. Now when we go, we'll get the meatloaf. Now we can share it because it's really too much food. We normally buy a plate and give it to whoever's sitting in there in the lounge, because we always eat in the lounge where the drivers sit.
I admit your sales pitch was great. My mouth is watering.
I want to go try the meatloaf.
I'm telling you, go try the meatloaf. And when you try the meatloaf and you take that bite, say, thank you, Sue. You're correct.
Thank you.
What we have done, we gave Flying J free advertisement on your meatloaf.
I'm sure they can sponsor this
absolutely.
For sure, right?
So if you'd like to give some free meatloaf samples away, Flying J, Linda would appreciate it.
I would appreciate that. Give it away. Thank you for watching that clip. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more clips like that, please click here.
Or if you'd like to check out a full episode, click here.
And don't forget to subscribe to us on
YouTube.